Well people, I woke up in the morning and I thought, you know what, is the Roblox horror game hard to make? And then now I found a video where someone is talking about is making a Roblox horror game hard. It's kinda crazy, man.
It's so fun and stupid to play with friends. Like, look at this game. And as someone who's tried to make a Roblox game before, this looks really hard. And I want to make one. So...
I made a Roblox horror game, it took too long, please subscribe. Subscribe to him, people.
Okay, so every time I make a game on Roblox, I try finding a tutorial on YouTube. Now, the weird thing is, for a horror game, it's really hard to find a tutorial. But after a while of searching, I found this one. The thing is, though, it's only
how to make a story game.
It's not a tutorial, it's a guide, but there's a tutorial hidden in the video.
Wait, isn't a tutorial and a guide the same thing, or am I just bugging right now?
Thought it was some like hidden ARG, some cool thing, but really it was just at the end of the video. But that's not where it ends. So once you find the part 2, which was also public, so I could have just found that, you may notice on his channel, there's no part 2. Now, I'm panicking, and it seems like a good tutorial, but half of it is missing, until I look deeper. And by that, I mean he commented it in his own video, and part 1 was linked with part 2, which was unlisted. I couldn't have been the only one tricked by this. I mean, his part 1 had 500k views, and his part 2 only had 168k views. So I don't think I was the only one, you know, tricked by this. I don't know.
Only.
But anyways, now that we have the tutorial to help from, we can finally start making the game. Okay, so the idea for this game is that it takes place in a city. Because recently I watched this video about real horror.
Manhattan! That's Manhattan, right?
You're in your apartment building on the 3rd floor when you hear something from outside. It's very late, and when you wake up, you see someone else outside and they've just killed someone. And as this happens, he sees you. I think this is so much more terrifying than just a jump scare. Just having the thought that they see you. And I think this is terrifying, so I started working on the city. I started by trying to make my house, but then I realized I am terrible at making stuff. So I just used the toolbox to get me a city street and an apartment building, and just crushed them all together to make it look normal. I also added the lighting darker and added fog to make it nighttime.
Why do we all add dark lighting?
Next, I needed the lobby, which I needed to make in a separate experience, which I hadn't done before. But luckily, this tutorial, it just tells you, so I don't really have to worry about that. Anyways, I borrowed this street and took some parts, removed it, and then I realized that I had to change the whole area for the tutorial, so now I gotta do the hard part, which is following a tutorial. And after a few hours, I finished the basic coding so I can add my own story to it. And for a while, I was trying to make this fade to black screen so I could show like nighttime passing, but I got stuck and just like changed the story around so I didn't have to do it. And as I was making the story and adding more and more stuff, I started to realize I kinda understand Roblox code. I mean, I've made like 3 videos on it, and each time I never really felt like I really learned anything until now. I got this one thing to work, so instead of one person's icon showing, it was a random person's in the game.
I just wonder whether one day I will know how to code on Roblox, yeah, just by watching these type of videos, just by reacting to these, like, oh, I created a horror game, blah blah blah, within 24 hours, 1 hour, 3, 4, 5 hours, whatever. I'm thinking, will I ever learn? But I don't know. Imagine.
I did most of it.
I can't promise you though anything. I'm pretty dumb.
I had trouble following a tutorial. And another thing I found out, which is actually really cool, you can use ChatGPT to help just bug fix your game. Literally just
ChatGPT is not that cool anymore, it's black and white.
This is
well, on my iPhone it
is. Isn't working, and it will send you like 4 different ways to fix it. So after that was done, I changed some of the colors and tried to make the brightness dimmer to seem more scary. And then I let my friends playtest the game. Okay, so
City Horror. Well, that's a good name.
Nothing. It's like a camping story, okay?
You have to go back and forth. You have to go back and forth. Yeah, nice.
Is that
so it's kind of buggy there.
Who's that meant to be?
Yeah, that's No, it's chill like that though. Look, we're in.
A chicken man.
Kind of mid.
Oh, oh.
Oh, it's
You find
Kanye.
the phone.
It is
Where could the
Kanye,
phone
right?
be?
Damn, I'm hungry.
Sneak up front,
I'll
find
get
the phone.
some DoorDash.
How hungry? I'll get some DoorDash. Pink phone? Man, I'm tired. Let's go to.
Whoa, what was that sound? There's no sound design. This is the front window up here.
Oh, Squires.
What is that? Run! We gotta run!
Squaggy Squires. Who are you?
So what my friends ended up telling me was to one, make the game longer.
And that
two,
sound,
add
yeah.
sound effects. Now, adding sound effects and background music is really easy. It's just like 3 clicks and I made background music. That easy. I also added this flashlight you can get for 50 Robux. And my friends told me to make the game longer, which was harder because making a story that's good and long is really hard. My current story wasn't even good and short, but I tried, and after a few hours I playtested it again and they liked it a lot more. So I decided it was time for a title, because right now it was just called City Horror Game.
I like that name.
So
I like that
it
name.
needed a name change. So I used
Why?
ChatGPT to make the name for it. Because I couldn't find a name, and it gave me Haunting City, which my friends told me
Meh.
was good enough. And after making these icons for the main game, and the flashlight Game Pass icon, and now we could set up the ads. But before that, I've been streaming on Twitch lately. If you would like to, you can come and join and watch me. The link will be in the description. But anyways,
You reckon he's still live right now? Let me see. Oh no, he's not live. Oh.
I don't know what they did with the ads, but now instead of going here to do it, you go here. I was low-key confused for a bit trying to get this game to be sponsored, because it just wouldn't show up, and like nothing would work. I searched up a tutorial on YouTube to do the ads, and turns out my game has been on friends only for like 4 days. After that, I set up the ads, and instead of spending Robux, like usually I spend 400 Robux, now, fuck that, you can't. So now I spend $5 on a sponsored ad, which just puts your game in the Roblox game list right here. Now I have to wait a day and the ads will be done. Okay, now that the ads are done, I can show you guys how it did. So with the $5 I spent, I got 548k impressions. I got 4,000 clicks.
That's good.
1.2k visits. And I got 14 Robux because 2 people bought private servers. Why did they buy private servers? I don't know. Probably didn't need to. So was it worth the $5? Kinda. This game wasn't really meant for like Robux. If I did, I would have added a bunch of game passes and pop-ups for stuff that many other Roblox games do. It was more like if I could see I could do it.
Drum roll. Yeah, my verdict is that, you know what, I think this is the first time trying to make a Roblox horror game, and you know what, you made it seem easy. Can't lie, it don't seem that hard.